Hello everyone, this is Pilot and welcome back to another episode of Bionicle Lore Explained. Seeing as it's now March, we should be coming up on the next TTV canon contest, which this time will be for the Toa Hagah. So in preparation for the contest, I made this video to help us refresh our knowledge in these elite guardians of the Makuta. You'll undoubtedly remember the Hagah team led by Toa Hagah, who first appeared as the small yet determined Rahagah in the 2005 Bionicle storyline, as well as the special edition sets released for Toa Hagah and Aruni in the same year. However, as is typical with Bionicle, there's a dense and rich history surrounding these Toa, which is what we'll be exploring in this episode. If you end up enjoying this video, then please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. A lot of effort goes into researching, writing, and editing these videos, so your support in any form is greatly appreciated. Now let's get started. To begin this episode, I thought it'd be a good idea to explain what the Hagah are, and how they differ from a traditional Toa team. Unlike other groups, the Hagah aren't just one team of Toa, but rather a series of Toa teams that were all formed for the same purpose, protecting the Makuta. Keep in mind that at this point, the Makuta were still technically good guys, as they hadn't yet betrayed the Grey Spirit. Originally hailing from numerous other Toa teams, each candidate was assessed by the Makuta, with only the most accomplished Toa being recruited as Hagah. The chosen few would be honored as the most elite Toa, and fittingly would receive special metallic armor and kanoe forged in homage of past heroes. Each Toa would then be assigned to a new team, with who they would work to protect members of the Brotherhood of Makuta. The only Hagah team we've actually seen in action is the group assigned to guard the infamous leader of the Brotherhood, Makuta Cratered, consisting of Norik Toa of Fire, Gaki Toa of Water, Aruni Toa of Air, Qualis Toa of Ice, Bomunga Toa of Earth, and Pooks Toa of Stone. This is the team whose story we'll be covering in this video. So now that we've explained the origins of the Hagah, let's delve deeper into the tale of this elite team of Toa. Crated's Hagah team would be formed around 300 years before the Great Cataclysm, in response to the sudden malfunction of the Rock. For context, these machines were artificial recreations of the Rock, commissioned by the Makuta. These Rock were supposed to give the Brotherhood the same destructive power possessed by the Rock. However, the Nimr Ghost, the faction assigned to construct the Rock, would sabotage them once they learned the Makuta's evil intentions. This new team of Hagah Guardians would be sent to quell the swarms of Rock and would be successful in doing so. At the time, they all would have been honored to now serve as guardians for the most prestigious member of the Brotherhood. However, they would soon realize the dark truth of the Makuta and the secrets they had been hiding from the rest of the universe. In the last episode, one of the major events we covered was the raid on Artaka, which saw the theft of the powerful kanoe Evoki. As you know if you watched that episode, the Makuta assigned to steal the mask, Kojal, organized a massive invasion of the island of Artaka. As servants of the Brotherhood, news of this attack quickly spread to not just Crated's Hagah team, but the rest as well. The Hagah quickly grew suspicious of the Makuta, and their findings were only reassured with the discoveries of enslaved Matoran and an alliance with the treacherous Dark Hunters. These were all atrocities to be sure, however the only Hagah team brave enough to rebel against the Brotherhood would be Crated's. To get revenge on the Brotherhood, the Toa Hagah would begin planning a raid of the island of Destrel, in which they would attempt to steal back the kanoe Evoki from the Brotherhood, and also make off with all 6 fragments of the Makoki Stone, a tablet that contained information about the Brotherhood of Makuta. These 6 heroes would succeed in stealing both of these powerful artifacts, however, not everything would go to plan. The Hagah's raid on the Brotherhood's fortress would start smoothly, with the Toa easily making their way to the vault that contained the Evoki and the Makoki stones. It was on the way out, however, where things got complicated. Due to the overwhelming power of the Brotherhood's forces, Nork and Aruni got split up from the rest of the team midway through their escape. The remaining Hagah were then left to fend for themselves, as they were each picked off one by one by a cunning vortex known as Rahagah, who, like the Toa Hagah, was also a servant to the Brotherhood of Makuta. After being separated, Nork and Aruni were able to hold their own against the Brotherhood, eliminating all of the Dark Hunters and Exo-Toa sent to hunt them down. However, their next challenge would be a surprise for sure, as it was none other than the leader of the Brotherhood himself, Makuta Cratered. Though in an astonishing display of the Hagah's abilities, the two Toa somehow managed to defeat the Makuta. From there, Nork and Aruni would escape the fortress on their own, with the Kanohi Evoki and the Makoki stones in their possession. They may have been forced to leave the rest of their team behind, but Nork and Aruni would soon return to rescue their teammates. For about half a day, Nork and Aruni were left completely on their own, and their spirits were as low as ever. Aruni contemplated giving up and deserting the team, but chose to wait until after the other Hagah were safe. It was a dark, starry night when the Toa raided a Brotherhood camp in search of their missing teammates. Needless to say, they were surprised by what they found. Cage-like animals were the 4 remaining Toa Hagah, or as they were known now, the Rahagah. They had been mutated by Rahagah into small, feeble creatures that looked to be the mix of a Toa Hagah and a Rakshi. Aruni, who had teleported next to the cage using his Kanohi Kowalzi, freed his teammates. However, they would then be confronted by Rahagah and her horde of spider-like Visorak. The group would attempt to flee the camp, but Nork and Aruni would both be struck by Rahagah's Ratuka spinners along the way, mutating them into Rahagah as well. Rahagah, amused by the sight of these once powerful Toa now reduced to such weak creatures, decided to let the Rahagah flee the camp. That night, Rahagah had assumed the Rahagah to no longer be a threat, but eventually they will return to get their revenge, and maybe even transform back into their old selves. Just like I did with my previous lore video on the Toa Mata, let's round out this episode by taking a quick look at each member of the Toa Hagah. First we have Nork Toa of Fire, who is the leader of the Hagah team assigned to Makuta Cratered. Prior to his recruitment, Nork operated under a different Toa team that was one of 2 Toa teams sent to defend against an invasion of Protocarns, creatures rumored to be Matoran transformed by energized Protodermis. As a result of this assignment, the 2 teams would merge into one, and Nork became close friends with a member of the other team, a Toa of Psionics named Varian. Later on, Nork would be recruited to the Brotherhood to serve as a guardian for Makuta Cratered. Since he was now a Hagah, Nork would receive new metallic armor and a reforged Kanohi Pakui as a gift from his former teammates. He also came to wield a lava spear and a Ratuka shield that fired slow in Ratuka. Bumanga Toa of Earth served as the deputy for the Toa Hagah. Unlike Nork, little is known about Bumanga's life before becoming a Toa Hagah, though we do know he was a member of another Toa team. Upon his recruitment to the Brotherhood, Bumanga's former team gifted him a reforged Mask of Growth. He would also receive metallic armor, a seismic spear, and a Ratuka shield. Gaki Toa of Water was the only female member of the Toa Hagah. Before she joined the Brotherhood, she operated alongside a different Toa team, who would give her a Mask of Clairvoyance upon her recruitment. As a Toa Hagah, Gaki came to wield a Tidal Spear and a Ratuka launching shield. Next is Aruni, Toa of Air, who alongside Nork was the only Hagah ever released as a set. Like most of the Toa Hagah, little is known about Aruni's time before joining the Brotherhood. We do know, however, that his team gifted him a Kanohi Kowalzi when he became a Hagah Guardian. During his time as a Hagah, Aruni wielded a Ratuka shield that could fire healing Ratuka, as well as a Cyclone Spear. Pook's Toa of Stone was a being with an insatiable love for Rahi. Like his teammates, he was once a member of a different Toa team, before being recruited to the Brotherhood of Makuta. When he became a Toa Hagah, his former teammates gave him a Mask of Emulation that was reforged to resemble a Kanohi once worn by a past hero. He also received metallic armor and his current weapons, which consist of a Ratuka shield and avalanche spear. Finally, we have Koalas Toa of Ice. All that's known about Koalas' life before becoming a Hagah is that he once served under a different Toa team and witnessed one of the earlier conquests that Makuta conducted using their new Visorak horde. Eventually, he would be recruited by the Brotherhood to serve as a guardian for Makuta Cratered. As a result, Koalas would receive metallic armor, his Sub-Zero spear, and a Ratuka shield, as well as a reforged Mask of Rahi control that was a gift from his former teammates. And just like that, we've arrived at the end of this episode. I hope you all managed to learn something new about the Toa Hagah, and if not, then at least this video can serve to remind you of their story. As I alluded to earlier in this video, this is far from the end of the Hagah's story, so they are sure to appear in more episodes later on. For the past 15 years, we've only known the canon appearances of Nork and Aruni, thanks to the special edition sets released in 2005. Hopefully the next canon contest will be here soon though, that way we can finally decide the official looks for the 4 remaining Toa Hagah. To close out this episode, I'd be curious to know who your favorite Hagah is, so let me know in the comment section down below. I for one have always been a big fan of Aruni due to his mask design and color scheme. Is Aruni also your favorite, or do you prefer another member of the Toa Hagah? That's going to be all for this episode of Bionicle Lore Explained. As always, if you have any more topics you'd like me to cover, then please let me know in the comment section. I already have the next few episodes of this series planned out, but I'm always on the lookout for more subjects to make videos on. Lastly, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Did you enjoy the video? Then do your duty and give it a like. Also, if you're feeling generous, then why not embrace Unity and subscribe for more content just like this. If you've already done those things, then achieve your destiny by joining my Discord server linked in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.